Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be teaching Intuitive F2L or Beginner F2L, whatever you want to call it. So this is obviously part of the CFOP method. Now, obviously with the CFOP method, the idea is you solve the cross just like you would in the beginner's method. However, in the beginner's method, you would solve one layer at a time. So you'd solve one corner, and then the edge. However, in the CFOP method, the idea is that you solve two layers at the same time, so you do them simultaneously. So let's just begin here. So I've already done the cross. I don't need to go over that because I'm just going to assume that you already know how to do the cross. Let's look at what we have here for F2L, or first two layers. So for this case here, we have this red and green corner and this red and green edge. Now, in the beginner's method, you would, like I said, you would just solve the corner first and then insert the edge after. But what we want to do is we want to make a pair. So obviously this red and green edge and corner piece have to go here where the red and green is. So this is one of the easy cases, a very, very simple case here. So what you can do for this case, if you want to attach this red and green corner to this red and green edge, is to simply align it like this, so it's facing towards your left, and just do an L prime, U prime, and L, which inserts, which joins them together, and it makes this first pair. So for the next example, we have we can do this red and blue, and this red and blue edge. So what we can do for this is we can just move this out of the way, take this edge out, bring it back down, and now it gives us this case where, again, this is one of the the easier cases. If you have the white on the top and you have the red and blue here and the red and blue here, what you can do is just go R, U2, R prime, and then just to join these together, we're just gonna put this in the top layer. Do a U prime, and then do an R, U prime, R prime, which makes this this pair. So for the next example, we have this case. Now, normally in this case, I would do something like keyhole, but keyhole is a little bit, more advanced. I don't believe that keyhole is really taught in Intuitive F2L. So we're going to do it a different way. So what we can do here is we have white face in the front, and then we have the green and orange, with the green and orange corner and the green and orange edge right next to us. So what we can do is we can do an R prime to just move this out of the way for a second, do a U, and then do an R to bring this back up, which gives us this easy case where we can just go L prime, U prime, L. And then, so finally here we have this case finally where we have white on top, the blue and orange, and the blue and orange edge. So what we can do what we did a couple of minutes ago. We can just move this to here, so the edge is now right here. And then we can move the edge back to the top layer, do a U2 prime, and then we have this case, which is just the inverse of the left-handed case, where we just go R, U prime, R prime. So that solves this the F2L. So I'm just gonna do another example here. So I'm just gonna quickly do the cross like that. And so obviously let's have a look at the orange and blue first. So we have the orange and blue corner and the orange and blue edge. So what we can do is move this out of the way to here by doing a U prime, move this to the top layer, like so, rotate twice, and then we have this case where we can just do it like this. So to join these two together with the white facing towards the left, we can go L, U2 prime, L prime, rotate, and then just insert it normally. So U, R, U prime, R prime. Let's have a look. So next we could probably do maybe do red and blue. So we have this case where we've got the white facing us, the red and blue corner here, and the red and blue edge right here below it. So we can just take this edge out, put it in the top layer, which then we can rotate twice. Sorry, do a U2, which gives us this easy case, which I've shown you a couple of times, where you just go L prime, U prime, L. Alright, and then we can do this next, so we can have green and red and white. Then we have the green and red edge here. So we can't just do this, because that doesn't, that's not correct. If we try to pair them up like that, it just won't happen, because that's not how it's done. So what you can do is we can just move this green and red out of the way to this side, like that, and then move this white and green and red corner to this layer, like so. Rotate, and then just do the easy case again, where we go R, U prime, R prime. Now finally for this case, we have the green and orange corner here, green and orange edge there. And again, we can't just do something like this. We can't just do that, because, that's obviously not correct. So what we can do is, if we take this piece out, we have this edge piece here. What we can do is we can make this into into somewhat of an easier case, where we just sort of move this corner towards here, move the edge to the back, and it gives us the easy case where we go R, U prime, R prime. Okay, so I'm just going to do one more example. So, do the cross. Oh, sorry. There. So let's have a look. Oh, so now this is a very easy case. So luckily here we've already got this pair set up, so we can simply move it out of this slot, because obviously that's not the slot it goes in. Move to the top layer and just insert it regularly, R, U prime, R prime. Next, let's do orange and blue. So here and here. So what we can do is we can do something like this. So we can go L, U2, L prime, rotate, then do a U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Next, we can do this case where we have red and blue, and this time we can just join them up by doing this, R, U prime, R prime, which just joins them up, and then just insert them the regular way, U prime, L prime, U, L. And finally we have this case. So we have these colours which are matching, which means we can solve this F2L slot easily. So let's do we can move this out of the way by doing a U prime. Sorry, I keep messing them up. And then to solve them, we can just do this, so we can move this back to the front. So it gives us this very easy case. So we just go like before, R, U, R prime. Okay, and then after that, once you've done F2L, then you move on to this to the last layer, where you first orient it and then permute it. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you 2-look OLL, which just means we orientate the yellow layer, the last layer, in 2 algorithms, or sometimes even less, sometimes just 1. And sometimes you won't have to solve it at all, because sometimes you will get what's known as an OLL skip. And then in the video after that, I will be showing you 2-look PLL, which is where we permute the final layer. Again, 2-look PLL just means you can solve it in a maximum of 2 algorithms. Again, sometimes less. It just depends on what case you get. And so yeah, I hope this helped some of you to. I hope this helped any of you to. For any of you who was trying to learn F2L, this is just basic F2L. If you already know basic F2L, then you're not going to get anything out of this video. But if you are just starting out with F2L, then hopefully you were able to get something out of this. So thank you guys, and take care. Have a good day.